All right, y'all. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Goods XY Big C. We back in the building, man. Listen, so DJ Akademiks and a whole bunch of other guys, which
What
people
is
have
that?
been in the chat calling them the culture vultures. A bunch of you guys got together in a group and they started talking about hip hop. Now they're calling themselves kings of hip hop media.
Boy, if you don't
All in one room together. This is a very interesting bunch, but these guys got together and Ack and Wack 100 started talking about Drake and how Drake must feel being basically bullied by Kendrick Lamar.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
And obviously, we all know what happened here. Akademiks felt a need to defend him to the very death.
Hey yo, what the?
So how do you feel about Drake being so stressed out about Kendrick's success? He canceled his tour.
Oh,
What? No, he's not. Yo, Drake FaceTimed me last night. He's in Houston.
No, he
kicking
canceled
it.
the tour, bro. We saw it.
Yo, Drake called me
We
Houston
saw it, bro.
last night. He put his
No,
pops
we're
on
not
the
talking
phone.
about last night. We saw it.
It was poorly routed.
No,
right?
no. Ain't no router. You approve your routing before you leave. You talking to a manager. How do you?
Notice how now these days Akademiks has to constantly remind people that Drake calls him. He gotta constantly remind people like Drake FaceTimed me last night. He was in Houston just kicking it.
He belongs to me. The boy is mine.
But am I now?
So this basically shows why you are so biased and you do the things that you do. Is you have made it your sole mission to defend this man, that he FaceTime calls you just to check up on the progress. Like what's going on with the narrative campaign? Like you doing what you're supposed to be doing? Yes, sir, Drake. Yes, sir. We posted a couple things today, you know, letting people know that, you know, Kendrick lost the battle. And we're definitely trying to show everybody that you're superior, sir. Okay, continue on.
You feel about him being so stressed out, mentally gonna know.
No,
you
let's talk
whoop
man-
that
no.
shit when you be on your live.
Let's
So
talk
now
manager.
we hear live and direct.
Let's talk manager.
How do you
shit.
feel about Drake being
Yo,
so stressed out
I think Top
that he
Dog
canceled his
fuck that.
tour
I think
for
Top
the
Dog.
Kendrick success?
Top Dog.
Say it
called-
again.
Top Dog.
Say it
called,
again.
He called in the favor to say, Wack, you can't be that neutral no more on social because you were so neutral at first. Now it's all Kendrick, West
No.
up. It's all that.
He's
Stop
a
it.
rat.
The idea of Akademiks talking about anybody being neutral at this point.
She's married, but she's fired.
Talk to him, Aubrey. I feel like Akademiks made a very miscalculated move where he just decided to, you know, choose a side and be very one-sided. And I think he fought way too hard for that side, and he has to die on that hill, you know? But hey, you know, him speaking about somebody being neutral is comedy, pure comedy.
Rat.
No, who?
Drake's a rat.
How?
He blew the whistleblower.
Wait, so let me ask you a question.
lawsuit?
No, let me ask you a
Ain't
question.
no lawsuit, bro.
Suing your
What you
record,
talking
suing
about?
your
Ain't no
record
lawsuit.
label's a rat?
Bro,
And this is the narrative that they continuously try to spew that I hate so much, man. Suing your record label is a rat? Like, bro, that's not what everybody's talking about. He's suing the record label. Yes, he's suing the record label for the optics of it because he does not want to sue directly the people he actually wants to sue. Like, come on, man. It's not rocket science, man. Like, what are we talking about? Like, they definitely be trying it, but we ain't gonna be stupid and naive out here.
You're a manager.
Joe.
No, you're a manager.
Joe.
So if the game, if
No,
if Interscope didn't pay out everything they owed
listen.
to the
Check
game,
this
or
out.
Geffen actually,
Check this
or,
out.
or let's say Koch, wherever
out.
he's released, if he
I
sues
know
them,
you
is he a
didn't
rat?
think I was going to
Is
let
he
you
a rat?
get up out of here
Hold on.
without us
No,
politicking
hold
this.
on. Is that a rat?
Did you watch what UMG
No.
said? Let's touch on this. The first
How's that gonna
important
be a
thing
rat?
UMG said was because UMG said this. Because Drake lost the rap battle to Kendrick. UMG said this.
Okay.
Right?
How does that?
We
you said a rat.
released.
You said a
hold
rat.
on. We released
Yo,
his
Brick,
songs.
this is how he put you in a trick
We
bag.
released his songs when he said all the heinous things about Kendrick. Kendrick said nothing.
But how is he a rat? You
I'm
gotta
gonna tell
explain
you.
the rat. You ain't get there yet.
When you
This is what Wack does.
When you start talking federal offenses, payola, that's ratting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't always agree with Wack shit, but Wack is definitely right here. I mean, in the sense that when you got in the lawsuit, you know, he feared for his life, you know, his home was shot up, and, you know, you're basically saying that these things happen as a direct result of not like us. And also in there, you're hinting that somebody is involved in that. Like when you go on there, you file this paperwork, it's definitely getting to the side of ratting, especially when you're talking about something that definitely, most possibly, strongly we believe that it has benefited you. Like you have benefited from all the things that you're trying to accuse them of doing for Kendrick. And now that you're not like the golden child anymore, you want to kick and scream and sue?
I'm gonna sue.
It's insane to me, man. It's insane to me that people can't see this, but actually we understand where Akademiks is coming from because Akademiks loves him. That's his man.
That's mine. And
And
I'm going to stick beside him.
And he gonna stick by him.
You talking about this very same
Like-
thing that helped you climb the ladder. Now it's a problem.
Hold on. All right. Can I make a hold on? And,
Bro,
and I want to.
Joseph Isgo is a close friend of mine. He did 10 years in the feds for payola.
You're using weird street
This a
rules.
fact.
You're using weird street
No.
rules for this. Hold on.
Joseph
Let me ask
Isgo-
Let me ask the question. If
Damn. Him,
Payola.
And Vlad again, you know, this is Godfather over here, and I would never expose any of our conversation. But
This is such a a crazy group of individuals. Like this is so crazy. Oh man, like we're talking about a snitching conversation. We gotta ask Vlad about. All right.
let me just ask you a question because I think you might have some experience.
Okay.
If an employee sues an employer to say, "Hey, listen, I worked certain hours. I was supposed to get compensated based on over."
That's not the conversation. We see where this is going. We see where they're gonna try to spin this. This is what they do. This is the spin. That's not the conversation. The conversation is not about somebody not getting paid a certain amount of money. That's not what we're talking about. Drake pretty much got paid whatever his contract said he was supposed to get paid, he got paid. We're not talking about Drake not getting paid. Drake is literally suing over a diss track and accusing these stations of payola, which is a criminal offense. Let that sink in.
Overtime, but you didn't.
Right.
So I wasn't paid the adequate amount. So and maybe they approach the person and said they don't want to pay, so they sue them. Is that ratting?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
No.
That's a whole different situation, though. See, you're being disingenuous. You're giving a whole different scenario that does not apply to what your guy is doing.
That's not ratting.
No.
So you saying that Drake's suing UMG? How is that ratting?
They just want to be loud and stupid and wrong, bro. Like, what? See? Vlad said it. See?
Justified a million different lawsuits over the years, including street dudes.
Hold
but for
on.
some reason, this one is ratting.
Because, okay, let me ask
Top
you
dog
something.
send the kite. That's
Hold
what
on,
The
happened.
best
Here we
argument
go.
against
Here
it
we
is
go.
that it's
Let me
against
tell
the
you
spirit of hip hop,
First
not
of
that
all,
it's
let me tell
ratting.
y'all
Yeah.
the gangster our gangster is. We ain't even got to tell each other. We know what to do. Check this out. So you telling me, right? Now, I really like you telling me. The very same tools that was used, catapult Drake, he never said nothing about it. Now he's saying payola, a federal offense. Joseph Isgro, Google him. He's
Being
one of the last.
hypocritical is
He's
not
one
right.
of the last
Being
Gambino
hypocritical
family
is not
members
right.
standing.
Bingo.
He broke Michael Jackson.
Adam, shut the fuck up, man.
I like turtles. All right.
Bingo.
Halen through the means of payola. They gave him 10 years in the feds
You have
for
a point
payola.
there. I'm giving you a point
Come
there.
on, bro.
Hold on. I'm giving you a point to say,
Yo,
could we make
you
an
outside?
could we make an argument
Hey,
that
bro, let Top Dog and Kendrick in here. I have a surprise for you. Oh, we're not playing. Let Top and Kendrick in here.
they're not harmful.
Huh?
No, Drake want to catch.
I was going to do that.
No, Drake want to catch.
I was going to do that.
See, this is why I don't understand what Act be talking big shit, man, and don't be nowhere, bro.
It off, then you know it wasn't painless. If she got a watch, then you know it's not a stainless.
Talk to him, Aubrey.
And you out here talking about they not harmful? All right, play the games if you want. Play stupid games with stupid prizes.
They're not harmful.
Huh?
No, Drake want to catch.
I was going to do that. It's more
I
believable.
said none.
Yeah,
I was
all
gonna
right,
say-
yeah. It took it right back. These people, man, they don't come outside enough to know that they can get touched. He probably realized, yo, I'm not in my basement right now. Damn, let me not say that.
I hit it. J3 was here just because I thought it'd be a little more believable.
I hit a J.
Nah,
You a little nervous being in LA?
Nah.
No, being here. Like
Here?
here, I'm like, yo, those the act.
Luce is locked up.
Huh?
Luce is locked up, so he ain't
No,
going to
Luce
beat your
called
head
me-
in
no,
with his
Luce called me
gun.
from jail. He called me before you.
Wait,
Guaranteed.
he's coming home?
No, he called me before
Oh,
you.
yeah.
He
No,
forced
I
me
talked
going
to him
you.
last night.
He thinks you lined him up. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
right.
say too much. He think I had him lined
I
him up.
talked to him last night.
I talked to him last night too. I guarantee you.
First question he asked me, how'd last night's episode do?
Could I ask?
He's still counting views from behind the wall.
The first thing he said to me,
crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
That's
the first thing he said to me,
there.
Ak, you the only person who I could trust to put out a statement.
Oh, he's a snake.
tweeted that out.
He should trust me.
Hell nah.
He playing the game.
I think Akademiks is basically on a campaign out here to protect Drake at all costs. And we already know this. And watching all these people band together, obviously Adam is a Drake apologist as well. Wack 100, I don't know what he does often, but it does seem like he more talks about the rational things about it, you know, that makes sense. And pretty much right now, the rational thing to really look at and understand as fact is that Kendrick destroyed Drake in this battle. And Drake has been doing a lot of things that people can look at and be like, yo, you spiraling right now. And it's very obvious. It's nothing that's hidden. It's not like it's stuff that people can't see. Everybody can see that the man is spiraling. And, you know, it is what it is. We all know this is fact. And these guys are going to continue to try to, you know, spin the narrative. And the narrative right now that they're spinning is that this is not snitching, that there's nothing wrong with this because he's suing his label. Everybody's going to try to make this seem like something that Drake is doing for the betterment of artists out there, for small artists out there, helping them out, helping them, you know, get what they deserve, which is payment or whatever the case is. And with Akademiks, you know, saying the stuff that he said about, you know, if your record label didn't pay you and they didn't do that right there is just a clear indication of somebody who's trying to spin the story. We're talking about payola, a federal offense. We're talking about, you know, implications that, you know, that side had something to do with people running up in your crib and shooting outside of your crib. Like, these are all things that are in the lawsuit that if you read, you can clearly see, clear as day. So to me, yes, this is a bitch-made move, and it's never going to be a move that I respect. I don't think it's going to be a move that anybody respects, but it is what it is, man. These guys getting together, to me, is comical. It is what it is. Obviously, they should get together to help each other out, but I don't know. The name Kings of Hip-Hop what is it, hip-hop content or culture? I don't know, man. Them putting that as the title is hilarious to me. Kings of Hip-Hop Media is insane. I mean, this is a very interesting group, man. But hey, y'all let me know how y'all feel about the video, man. Let me know how you feel about this group. How do you feel like about this group banding up together? How do you feel like how you feel about the angles that are being taken with all this, man? Let me know in the comment section, man. And listen, if you have not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button and violate that like button for your boy. It's your boy Goods, BigZoeTV. Let's go.
Niggas acting bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it.